Hello, everybody, and welcome to Paranormal Nation Radio. How's Denise and Ron doing this night?
Good. How you doing?
Doing real good, enjoying this nice weather we're having up here. Like I
Yeah,
said, the last
it's
few
pretty nice
days have
here. Hey,
been
Nigel.
almost 60 degrees up here and sunshiny. Hi, Nigel.
Hi, Nigel, and thank you so much. We know that you shared on your page. Thank you.
Yep, already seen it. So thank you, Nigel. But
Yeah, it's about 60 here today. Little
Yeah,
windy,
60, yeah.
but still nice. And hopefully get a chance to go to the beach again here soon.
right.
I'm gonna go this
Right.
weekend, but
Yeah, this weekend's gonna may possibly be too cold. Maybe I'll just call in sick one day.
Friday.
Friday. Maybe Friday.
Well, you
So-
could always take your laptop to the beach with you.
You know, I used to tease
Yes,
people
she
about
did
that.
do that.
I've had meetings at the beach and they go, well, what are you doing? And I put my phone on and, show behind me like, this is what I'm doing. I'm walking from the beach to my car in my swimsuit after the call. But, I'm not afraid to do that. I used to tease all the time that one day you're going to hear me, in the background, you're going to hear, "Rah, rah, rah," and they're going to go, what is it? It's a seagull getting pissed at me because I won't feed it,
Sandpiper.
Sandpipers don't usually make too much
not
noise.
Too much.
But yeah, I kept teasing that I was going to have meetings at the beach at a picnic table just so I could go to the beach and still work. So,
Right.
yeah, now that I'm starting another new job, I'm extremely excited.
Hey,
about
Gary.
that.
Hey, Gary.
So, hey, Gary. So,
See, we get to
hello,
see the Rumble.
Rumble.
That's a Rumble comment we get to see
Yeah,
now
I see that.
over here.
Yep, I see it.
Like I said, hello, Rumble.
Oh yeah.
Are
That's
you
right.
ready to
We-
rumble?
That's right. We got people over on Rumble watching us and everything right now because
I'm
I'm
sorry.
watching it over on the monitor. But yeah. Oh, let's see. I got some
Good news. Well, good news, bad news. We
Go.
don't have a guest tonight. So if
Right.
there's anybody out there that has paranormal questions or want to rile somebody up with a political question, go for it. We're more than willing to do that. So it'll be interesting to see what we talk about tonight. So
Let's say we can get Gary to come in. That'd be great. I want to hear what he's got going on at the cemetery. I'm pretty sure he's been out there quite a bit.
Yeah, we could. We could, because I was looking for those pictures that he gave me the other day. And
Yeah.
of course, I can't find them right now.
yeah,
With
the only
everything
bad
I've
part
had
is
going
he
on.
has some issues with his internet.
Right.
And I can't say which internet.
Well, I know he's been out there a lot, so.
Well, I think his internet's been doing a lot better here lately and stuff.
Hello, Facebook user.
Hello.
Oh, that's probably. Is that your mom? Maybe.
I don't know.
You know what? I didn't send
No.
this to your mom. didn't send it to
It had to be on one of the group pages.
Oh well. Hello.
Hello
from
and
Paranormal
welcome to the
Nation
show.
Radio.
If you can type your name into Facebook user, then we'll know who you are. But yeah.
Yeah, we're actually having a decent
I
day
got it.
today. Perfect. So
Okay.
Carl, so how do you feel about the Kansas City Chiefs win against the San Francisco 49ers?
They had to work their ass off to get it, for starters.
They
And
don't do
everything.
anything easy.
No, they don't.
No.
I mean, if you was watching that game, the first half, I was like, oh crap.
Oh, yeah. Wake me up.
Because San Francisco controlled the first half with everything.
But
And
the
stuff.
thing
But
is, it was only 10-0, and then 10-3. They were totally outplayed the Chiefs, but yet the score didn't reflect it. They were
Mhm.
still in the game as far as the scoreboard.
But do you know in 3 of the last Super Bowls they've been down by 10 points.
Yeah.
All 3 of
Yep.
the Super Bowls they've won,
Yeah, everyone.
they were down by 10 points and came back.
Yeah. And in
Every
fact,
time.
the last time they played the 49ers, if you watched that game, I had taped it. I didn't watch it for probably 2 or 3 years later.
Mhm.
And then last year I went and rewatched it. And if you didn't know the results, you would have swore that they got their butts kicked.
Oh yeah.
They did absolutely nothing for 3 quarters and 7 minutes. I mean, looked horrible.
Yep.
Absolutely horrible. And then the last 8 minutes or so, that's when they just took off.
Yeah, Gary.
I
That's what
didn't
was
realize it
looking
at the
for
time
that
when I
picture.
watched the replay. I didn't realize how bad they had played when I watched it, live or the first time. I thought, wow, I didn't realize it was, it was this bad.
Mhm.
But
But I'll tell you what. Two players, one on each team, should have been recognized real well, and that's both punters. I mean,
yeah,
when you kick the first one and you set a record for the Super Bowl at 53 yards. You kick another one at 55 yards, set it, and then we kick one for 57 yards
57, yeah.
and set the new record. I mean, those kickers, they were on target.
Well,
How many have lost their job for kicking like that?
they're actually their kicker, he's capable of nailing them from that far. But
He
he's
has
really
nailed them
inconsistent.
at. They said he was practicing earlier in the day at 70 yards.
Yeah.
And making it.
But he misses a lot of the short ones. I mean, when he misses them bad. I mean, they're like our drives.
Right.
A hook.
I mean, that game there, you couldn't have asked for a better football game. I mean, defense on both sides were great. Offense on both sides were great. It was just a clash of the Titans is what it came down to.
Yep.
Who got wore out first? And I think San Francisco got wore out.
Well, that's one thing the Chiefs always seem to be fit. They always seem to be ready in the fourth quarter or any overtime.
They're a second half team.
Yeah, they're a second half team. They're physically fit. They're better than about anyone else.
Got stamina.
Yeah, they do. They're
Can't sing, but they got stamina.
They're in good shape. But there's other. I as a handicapper. I mean, I'm sitting there going, okay, both teams are pretty even as far as talent. Probably even the Niners overall have more talent, but do I have confidence in Brock Purdy over Mahomes? This is for most of the 49ers, just about that whole team. This was their first Super Bowl.
Right.
This is just another big game for the Chiefs. They shouldn't have been that nervous or, anything like that.
Mm-mm.
So, it's just another big game for them. Plus you got, experienced team, experienced quarterback. As a handicapper, I'm thinking there's no way. Well, there is a way they could lose, but I'm not betting against them. But the thing is, they were underdogs, but not by that much.
I don't see how they made them underdogs. I really don't.
I don't either. I was glad they did, but it was the weirdest thing. I told Denise, I said, as soon as the two teams were out there, they knew who they were. The Niners opened as a 1-point favorite. That's fine. That usually happens, but the line changes depending on all the money going in. If there's more money going in on one team, they increase that line to get more money on the other team. It only went to 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
It went from -1 open to -2, a 2-point favorite. I've never seen that. I kept telling her, I said, I'm betting the Chiefs. I'm betting them 2 weeks before because that line has to come down. They could even be favored. I'm getting better odds. So you know what I was, instead of just throwing $100 on them to win, I would have made $100 and
Right.
got my 100 back. Big deal. That's 2-to-1 odds, right? I was parlaying the Chiefs to win it all with a bunch of hockey games.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And that's where I was getting 5, 7, 8-to-1 odds.
Oh,
That's where I cleaned up. Because I follow hockey. I don't follow basketball at all, but
So what'd you guys think of the halftime show?
it was good.
It wasn't as horrible as
Yeah,
I
I mean,
expected it
we
to
actually
be.
watched it the last, I don't know, 5 or 6. You couldn't even stomach. It was,
Right.
I think the
It
last
was-
one we
it was
watched was
we
pretty
didn't
Bruno
play. We
Mars.
just we just fast forward through it. We didn't even listen to it, or it was
Right.
dreadful.
It was decent for the music they had on there. At least they weren't rapping 90 miles an hour.
Right.
No, they
Right.
weren't. They weren't talking bad about other races.
Right. And Usher, he has a good voice. I got to give him credit.
Oh yeah,
for that.
I've actually heard some of his songs, but yeah, some of the other people they've had, they're just.
But that
Right.
poor guy was sweating his ass off. I hardly ever sweat when I'm in Vegas. They must have added some humidity to the building.
Yeah,
from
I
all the
noticed a
rain.
lot of the players were sweating
Well,
too.
as much as he was moving around and as fast as he
Oh,
had
yeah.
to go change clothes and everything and get
Yeah.
back on that and back in, yeah, he was
It
working
seemed
everything.
like a really fast
Nigel.
halftime to me.
Yeah, I was
Didn't it?
impressed. I was
Didn't it
impressed with.
seem like a
yeah.
shorter halftime or something?
I was impressed with how fast he changed into that blue outfit with the roller skates. I was like, how in the hell did he change that damn fast? Because roller
I was
skates aren't easy
impressed
to
he
put
could.
on.
I was impressed he could do that on roller skates.
They
Oh yeah,
they
roller
yeah.
skating. Well,
they do that. They
I love
that's-
roller
that's-
skating.
That was
They
back
do
in
that
our
in their
days.
shows. They change
That was back in our
costumes.
days. You don't see very many of them out doing that now.
Oh,
like
I
they
know.
used
We
to.
have a little roller rink. Well, we have a roller rink here,
Yeah.
and Devin goes, maybe you should take Piper roller skating. I said,
No.
osteoporosis. I can't do that now. I mean, I could. I mean, I skated as little as 5 years ago, but I
And what
don't
do you
see
think
it
of
happening.
Reba singing the national anthem?
I didn't get to see that.
You didn't?
No,
Oh, she did a really good job.
but I
She
know
did a
that
real
she
good
does
job
a good job every
because if
time.
you paid attention, when she was singing it, every time the word flag came up, she pointed at that big flag out on the field.
Mhm.
None of the
Yep.
other national anthem people have ever done that before. But every
Well,
time they said a flag, she pointed.
She looked really super comfortable doing it.
She sang the.
I mean,
the
you can
national
see, you
anthem
can
so
tell
many
when
times.
somebody's nervous. She was just
Oh,
happy as
no,
hell to do it.
she
It
don't
looked
get
like.
nervous. You look at what she's done in her
Nah.
career.
I know.
Nah, I love Reba, and so does Ron's mom. She's always been one of those people that I've been impressed with from the first time I heard her sing. And she's
I could name one song she does. I know her. I know who she is.
you'd know her voice if you heard
Yeah,
her.
I
It's just like Dolly
recognize her
Parton.
voice.
You recognize their voice right away, no matter what song they sing. And, she is just such a good person. But I did hear that next year's halftime show is going to be with Kid Rock and Jason Aldean, I believe it was, doing a
That'll be a
memorial.
rockin' halftime.
Memorial, though, to Toby Keith.
Yeah.
So, and did you see the commercial with Carl Weathers and Gronk? That
Yep.
was very nice for them to change that after he just died. But yeah, Ron's watching this stuff and he's going, heck, if I didn't watch Arrested Development, I wouldn't know who some of these people
I know
are.
there were some commercials. I'd never seen any of these people.
There
And we just
there
started
wasn't
watching
no
Arrested
real
Development.
commercials on there that caught your eye. I
Yeah.
mean, there wasn't nothing nobody's the
Yeah.
Big corporations didn't spend a lot of money this year.
Right.
Only Timu, which I found out we've been saying wrong all along.
Oh, well.
Temu.
Yeah, that's
But
what we
Oh,
said
whatever.
they
too.
spent way too much.
Their
They were
commercial
on-
was cute and funny, though. I got to give them that.
Yeah, but they had at least, what, 3 of them?
Yeah, they had 3 of them.
Yeah. They spent a lot of money. But
I like the one with Jennifer Aniston because it reminded me of one of the episodes of Married with Children, where you could fill Kelly Bundy's brain full of all this stuff until eventually something has to fall out.
I've
Yeah,
been telling you that for years.
She's
She's full of worthless information. I'm like, why do you even care about this stuff?
but still,
I'm like, I can't clog my brain with crap.
but yet she goes and she forgets the guy she worked
Yeah.
on with friends, and I'm like, but that one, I thought that one was good.
I didn't get it. So
but
I didn't
I
watch
also
Friends.
liked
So I didn't know
one
who they
with-
were.
with T-Mobile, with the guy that played Aquaman, Moya, whatever his name is,
Oh,
the big guy.
Jason Momoa.
There you go.
I might
That
have
was
fast
funny.
forwarded through that
When
one.
they knocked on that door and he opened that door, I was like, "Oh crap, what's he going to do?"
Yeah, I might have. I think I fast forwarded through
I
that one.
didn't.
I don't care for T-Mobile.
I never. We all have T-Mobile phones.
Do we?
Yes,
Oh,
because they.
Oh, you
Sprint
do?
bought them. Are they? Yeah, we have T-Mobile phones.
yeah, usually they're commercials.
Well, because I'm still on a Sprint employee plan.
Right.
Oh, that's right. They bought out
Yeah.
Sprint.
So, but yeah, I don't know who he is. I just know he was married to Lisa Bonet.
I saw T-Mobile in the background and saw people.
When
I
he
didn't
was,
have no
I'll give
clue
you
who they
one
were.
even better. When he was a teenager. Okay. Have you ever watched McLeod's Daughters? One of the later shows in there, there's a lady in there that's
That
got
was
a big
Joe?
heart and everything. That was her boyfriend and
McLeod's
everything.
Daughters.
When
Was
he
he-
was
was
little bitty.
Oh,
He
was
wasn't
that
big
Lisa
buff.
Bonet? Because he married her from, and she was the one that was on what played Denise on the Cosby Show.
Right. Right.
That's who he married.
Before he married her, he was going out with this other girl from Australia.
Oh, well, I know a lot of women think he's hot. It's like I didn't even know who he was. So nobody don't start sending me messages telling me I'm supposed to know who he is.
I
I
didn't
don't.
He's
know
one of
who
the
any
he's
of them
one of the big top actors there are now out there.
Well,
getting
when I
big
see
money.
that he's big. I mean, she's, Lisa Bonet was shorter than me, and he was what, 6'2" or something like that.
Yeah, and he's
Probably
buff.
about his shoulders are about as wide as he is tall.
Yeah, I
Right.
remember the T-Mobile commercial, but I didn't know any of the people. I didn't know who they were.
Oh
But
yeah,
I
it's
think I just
funny
got
because
bored and fast forward.
he's out there and he's getting into it and everything, and he rips his shirt off, so he's muscle bound, right? This lady in the house next door is watching the other guys start, the white guy and the black guy start taking their shirts off, and she goes, "Don't do that. He can."
I like
And
the
I'm
one
like,
after
"Oh."
halftime. I like the one after halftime where they start talking about the halftime show, and it was people that was in the halftime show that they're, talking to. I thought that was good timing. Like I said, I didn't know who half the people were in the halftime show, and I'm disgusted with some of the things that came out from it. The sore losers, the people who wanted the other team to win that are being sore losers. I always hate that. I hate the sore winners just as bad.
That's another reason I bet with my head, not with my heart anyway, but that's another reason I was not going to take the 49ers, because a week before, they were already giving their excuses. Oh, our practice field sucks. It's in bad shape. We're not able to get the work in that we want to. somebody pulled the alarm on Friday morning at 6 a.m. at their hotel. Oh, one guy said, I've never seen 50-somethings so tired guys out there on the field. Yeah, and then we had to turn around and practice that day and just didn't have a good practice because we were just so tired. And I'm like, you pieces of crap, because you've already given your excuses of why you lost. And then the idiots are turning around saying, well, we didn't know the rules for overtime. How the hell can you be in the league and not know that? They changed it 2 years ago because of the Chiefs and the Buffalo game.
Well, they started talking about it
they literally thought, I don't know if you saw the time, how much time, when they went into overtime, the time on the clock didn't amount for crap.
Right, it don't, because they can go to another quarter.
Right, they just do another quarter. But when the Chiefs get down to the 3 or 4 yard line on the last play, there was like 9 seconds left on the clock. They literally thought if they stopped the Chiefs and the clock ran down, the game was over.
Mm-hmm.
They did, but that was second down.
The announcers were even talking about it, and one of them went, "No, it'll
exactly.
It'll start over in the second overtime quarter."
Yeah, they just start a second overtime and change into the field. But that was on second down. They actually thought that they just had to get to 0 and that was it.
What did they think? It was going to be a tie?
No, they thought that was going to be when that clock ran out.
If they ran the clock out,
they only played 1 quarter, I guess,
and everything, then San Francisco would win. Yeah. Because they had the 3-point lead at that time.
Yeah.
But
the only thing the Chiefs could do was tie it or get the touchdown and get the win.
Right.
But I can't believe they're that stupid.
I said to Ron, I said, are these the same people that thought that if Trump got impeached, Hillary would take over?
I met a lot of people.
Yeah,
I did. I ran into a bunch of idiots when I was, my Coinstar route. A lot of people that, oh man, we're gonna get this Trump out here. He hadn't even started yet. And I said, what do you mean get him out? I said, he's gonna kick some butt and do a great job for this country. No, he gets impeached. He goes, well, Hillary will be in there. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I said, are you serious? I don't know how many people I ran into. I said, you really think that's what she didn't finish second?
No.
Sorry, it's not how it works.
Yeah, it's not the Miss America.
Yeah, it's not. We'll go to the second place finisher. Sorry.
Go to the runner up. It
doesn't
work that way. But
and you seen on the news about that shooting in Houston at the church.
That upset me very much.
That's pretty bad. That boy is fighting real bad right now. He took a bullet to the brain. And
who shot him? His mother or was it even his mother?
Probably one of the officers, but like the grandmother of the child said, she don't blame the officers.
Well,
they were protecting the people in there.
Well, she was using the kid as a shield, is what she was doing.
They said that none of the officers, it wasn't an officer involved shooting. It was somebody in the church that
shot
concealed to carry.
No.
They came back out now and said that the officers were in there, did shoot.
Yeah, there was 2 off-duty officers.
They got to have security
at that church.
They got security there. They have to.
There's even videos out now where a guy's in there talking to people, and as he's talking, you hear the bat, 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 bat. And everybody starts running. He turns around and goes, okay, I'll put my
you mean
mic
Joel
down.
Osteen? When he
it was another preacher guy in there.
Oh, for the Spanish-speaking service.
Right. But it was a bad, and you know what's worse? She's a member of that church.
Really?
Well,
just
I guess the best
crap crazy, huh?
I guess the best news for the state of Texas is that they don't have to take her to trial.
No, that's one of the best things there. But yeah, that lady had mental issues and everything. Everybody's on the family services in Texas and everything because she's been in trouble with the mental health before.
Yeah.
and stuff. And why the courts gave her custody of that boy and not the other. Well, the other guy, her husband, is a pedophile, registered
Great.
pedophile. So
So
they
no
couldn't
matter
give
what,
it to
that kid was
him.
going to be messed up.
They should have gave it to the grandmother.
And the thing is as long as one parent is seen fit, they won't do that.
Right.
So
I
it's
mean,
sad.
it's sad, real sad.
So what did you
Yeah.
think about Kelsey going up to Reed, yelling and pushing him?
I was like,
The
oh,
dick move.
yeah. That was, I was like, oh, Kelsey's pissed. Something. But he caught Reed off guard when he pushed
Oh
him.
yeah.
And
And
the
like
thing is a lot of
did
people
you
are
hear what
saying
Reed
it's
said at
roid
the
rage.
announcement? What he said, Kelsey said?
No,
Put me in the game. I can score.
it doesn't matter.
No, you don't go running up there
No,
like that
you don't run up and hit
and
your coach.
plow into your head coach or any of them
Nope.
And then
and
expect
stuff, and
special
then start
privileges.
screaming.
He's a liberal. He expects to be pampered and coddled.
But
Mhm.
yeah, there's a lot of people that are yelling roid rage, that they would have had him kicked, would have sent him to the locker room. People who were really rooting for the Chiefs to win just thought it was a real dick move.
And they
It
had,
was.
what was there? 2 players that got injured and everything. One with the shoulder and the other one pulled his leg muscle.
Oh,
Yeah,
Achilles.
just-
going onto the field. He was all amped up after a
Yeah,
punt.
he was all amped
running
up and
out
he
there.
didn't make it out there 5 foot and fell to the ground.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
no, I
kind of
felt
took.
so bad for him.
He was kind of like bouncing, jumping around, and he landed wrong.
And then the one that did his shoulder is the one that plowed into Kelsey.
Oh yeah,
Down there.
yeah.
Oh, he tore that
That is
shoulder up.
Was
Oh,
that
that was a good tackle. I mean, it was a good shoulder tackle, but yeah, that had to hurt. I thought it was a shoulder stinger. It was at the end
I thought it was.
when he took off running down the sideline. In fact, if that guy hadn't got him, he would have took it all away.
Yeah, he would have.
Yeah.
So did anybody do a Taylor count?
No.
Did anybody do the Taylor drinking game?
It was a bunch.
No, I didn't.
Well, Kelsey didn't do a damn thing in the first half, but except hit Andy Reid. And then I didn't show his bucktooth woman up there after that. So,
Don't get us.
We
don't
know
get us,
one thing.
censored.
Taylor Swift has made NFL a lot of money. Ever since she showed up, NFL gear has sold like crazy.
She's got her own line now for the Swifties.
Okay,
That's the
did you
first thing.
you remember her wearing the Chiefs puffy jacket, the red puffy? You know that's custom made by one of the players on San Francisco's team's wife.
no,
Serious. This lady,
Probably.
one of the players over there, can't remember which one it is, and everything, was making them for her friends and family, making real neat outfits and stuff. And she got a call from Taylor Swift and said, "Could you make me a jacket?" So and then called her back and make one for Mahomes' wife too and stuff. So that's how they got to going. So but on the pregame show, watching it early before the game did, there on Paramount Plus, they were talking to her and showing all the Chiefs gear she's been making.
no.
And she's the wife of a 49er.
So does she feel like a traitor now?
No, she's making money.
Her husband
Well, I'll tell
goes, "That's fine. She's making this."
Yeah.
Well,
What the hell?
I expect to be seeing some Mahomes and his wife and the kids at the beach, this summer, most likely. I mean, they're just down the road from here. They own a house in Gulf Breeze.
Well, they'll be going to, after the parade and day or two after that, they'll be going to Disneyland.
No, they went Monday.
Yeah, they went Monday.
The next
they
day.
went Monday?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's someplace
I know.
I will never, ever, ever go.
Nah,
Not worth the money, not worth the time. I can't drive. I don't want to drive that far.
it's not that far, but
It's not that far now,
I wouldn't.
but I still
But
don't want to.
still,
Not now.
no,
So
I wouldn't
what?
go down there.
I wouldn't either.
What about your thoughts on Ice Spice and her demonic stuff that she's had on an upside down cross? She was making demonic hand movements and other things. She was up there with Taylor Swift. There's all kinds of people talking about that. Ice Spice. She's
Who's Ice Spice?
She's some female rapper.
Yeah,
I
her
don't
and
know.
the
Taylor
other guy
Swift's
that's
friend.
with her, they're a group, I think, aren't they?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
I
know
don't-
who she is.
I don't know who she is. Or
I don't know. You know
But-
what everybody was calling her, don't you? Taylor's up there with Little Orphan Annie.
I don't know. Taylor was up there drinking or, doing shots and all kinds of other stuff. But
Oh, she
that
wasn't
the
feeling
part
no
that
pain.
really got people was the upside down cross that she had on, and
Who is she?
she's somebody. I don't know. She's
the-
part of the. She's part of the.
She's a
A-list.
rapper, I Spy, and
Oh,
everything.
that's
She was
that's-
up there
that's
in
yeah.
booth.
The
with
rapper.
Taylor.
I'm sure they're demon worshippers.
Yeah, she was making all these,
Whatever.
things. People were saying that she was cursing the 49ers. That she was doing things to make it to where the Chiefs were going to win.
Right. That's
Well,
what
did
we'll
you
go
see
with.
that Charlie was out there?
Yes, I did.
He
I
was
talked.
in
I
Vegas.
talked to him.
It wasn't at the game, but he was in Vegas.
Yeah, he didn't go to the game, but I
They
sent
spent a lot of money to
Hang
hang out. Yeah.
I sent him some messages and I told him to make sure that he stops by Rainforest Cafe at Planet Hollywood because our daughter is the general manager of Rainforest Cafe. So anybody out there, you go to Vegas, check out the Rainforest Cafe and their animatronics. It's a big deal.
Hey,
I've never been there.
never been there, huh?
No,
We've
because
been by it.
we've been by it.
Yeah.
I mean, I was in there before it was Rainforest Cafe, but that's when I stayed at Planet Hollywood. But yeah,
Right.
we've been in the mall and stuff there, but she wasn't there. She wasn't working there when we went.
Mhm.
So, and every time we go, we try to avoid the strip. There's much more to Vegas than the strip. Nobody wants to hear that though.
Right.
They don't want to hear about the debauchery and stuff. Nope. There's
That's
much more
because
than
we're
the strip.
busy with our kids and grandkids.
Yeah, we are. We're running around doing things. We checked out we've been to so many parks in Vegas. We can tell you about all these parks and some casinos. But
Well,
I don't
I got a story on the paranormal. for
perfect.
you. Okay. A friend of ours, her daughter and boyfriend live up in
Too loud.
northwest, northeast Missouri, up by the Iowa line.
There you go.
Okay.
Right? In a trailer house across from his parents. Nothing has ever happened at this trailer. While they was remodeling it, moved into it, nothing. Well, one of their friends that was staying there, him, a buddy of his, the girl's boyfriend's brother, 3 or 4 of them, went around up there in this small little bitty town to 4 abandoned houses and walked around in there, checking stuff out, moving things and everything, right?
Yeah.
One of them said he felt kind of weird in this one house. Okay. They come back to the trailer, spend the night for 4 days in that trailer. Shit went on. Give you an idea. Their bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. The girl went into the bathroom and was locked in that bathroom for 2.5 hours. She could not get the door open. The guys on the outside tried pushing the door open. Okay. Their bedroom doesn't have a door on it yet. It's got a curtain across the doorway. Him and her were in there, and they couldn't get out of that bedroom.
Now that's an unusual
Through the curtain?
situation.
The curtain, they couldn't get it to move. It was like a
Wow.
solid wall.
That's weird.
They've had stuff go flying across there.
So they got an attachment.
I would say something came back with them from those houses.
Yeah, they said they went to 4 abandoned houses. Do they think they know which one, or?
Well, what a friend of mine told them to do was,
So how did you hear about all
Go
this? Or
a friend of ours
okay,
and everything, what she told them to do was go back to those houses and put back
Yeah.
the things. And if you took anything, put it back exactly where it was at.
right.
And
They
move
need to go
stuff.
back through them backwards. The way that, so the
Right.
last place that they went,
They did.
yeah.
And they moved 5 items that they had moved and looked at, back where they're supposed to be. And there's
Did
been
they
no
take
trouble.
them or
in
just
that-
moved them?
No trouble in that trailer since.
Yeah.
But
That-
they
that's
brought
what
an
I would have told them
attachment
to do.
back with them.
Yeah. I would have told them to do the same thing. And at each location, if this is where you were, you need to stay here. I would have added that just for my own mental state to say I did this, and because that's where I would have went with it. As soon as you said that, it was like they got an attachment, and it came
Right.
from one of these, and they're not going to know since they went to so many. I guarantee they're going to do this again. I guarantee it,
Yeah.
and I guarantee they're going to bring something home with them again.
Yep.
Only
That's
because
what
of
I
the
told you.
fact that it was way too interesting. Even though it was scary, it was still way too fun, and they're going to get involved in the paranormal now.
Yeah. They're going to see if they can bring it back and have it do more stuff, is exactly what they're going to end up doing.
Yep, they're going
Yeah.
to try to recreate it, and that's usually how people get. Well, I saw a post today. I mean, I wasn't on Facebook very long today because I didn't have time. But one of the things I saw from Gavin, Gavin Kelly always brings up some really good points about the make it till you fake it, or fake it till you make it kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And although this may be true in their case, it's still they're making it happen by
Bringing it in.
something is going to
Right.
bringing it in. It's kind of like how I see it as what am I trying to say? A golem, kind of a golem kind of thing. They're going out and they're trying to control it by bringing it back to where they live because they know that they can get something to happen for them with
Right.
this. So just don't be surprised. And it bothers me that people do that, but there's nothing you can do to stop them.
What I laughed out about most of it was the first day or two that this went on. They're okay. They went and got sage and started burning it in the house, right? And put salt around the doors and everything. And I go, folks, that don't. You
No,
got to
you
know
locked
what
it
you're
in.
doing before you do sage and salt and what you're dealing with.
Yeah,
Because
they
some
basically locked it in.
spirits, you burn sage, they're going to go, and gain energy off of it because it has nothing to do with them.
The only thing you're doing is you're getting an antiseptic feeling into your location. That's all you're doing, as far as I'm concerned. And even though I'm Native American, I know what's going to work and what's not going to work. But if
Right.
you're going to put salt around your house, you better make sure everything's out of it first, because
Right. You
otherwise
don't
you're
want to block
locking
it
it
in the house,
Mm-mm. And what kind of salt did they use? Was it blessed salt or was it just regular table salt?
I have
Was
no
it sea
idea.
salt? I don't know. We need a paranormal pharmacist.
We do
So
because
a friend of
I
yours
can see
told us.
the sage working on Native American spirits, not on English born or different type of spirits like that, because the sage is their belief. Yeah, if they do it
Yeah.
again, that spirit will
Yeah.
attach to one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, Gary.
It may attach to them permanently to where they'd
They
have to
may
get.
have already,
But,
and it's figuring out a time to pop out.
I don't know. I don't get that feeling right now. And when you said a friend said a,
A friend of
Friend-
yours told you about this?
Yeah.
Or told you the story? Or
is it somebody
Yeah,
we
you
know?
know
a real
firsthand?
good
Or
friend. A real good friend of ours.
does he know? They know the people real well?
Yeah, it's her daughter.
Oh,
Somebody we know too?
You know the lady. Yeah.
I figured as much. So,
Yeah.
up north, huh? North
Mhm.
Missouri or near Iowa?
Northeast Missouri, up by Milan, Galt, all up in that area.
so I think I guess we explored the Super Bowl.
Yep.
We explored some other things.
How to bet it?
Next year we'll have a Super Bowl show. So where Ron can tell you how he's thinking of betting.
You know, wait until the Super
Hey,
Bowl.
before we do anything, you got your
Before.
list of what people said, who was going to win, and
So yeah, I do. And everybody was right because everybody picked the Chiefs except for me.
Yeah, and that one woman.
Oh yeah,
Detroit.
she picked Detroit, but that was yeah. So Kelly Jo picked the Lions,
mm-hmm.
and we knew she was out a long time before that.
Yeah.
Kenneth Lopez, he picked Kansas City Chiefs. Carl picked the Chiefs. Brandon picked the Chiefs. And I was out beforehand because I picked the Ravens.
Right. The only thing I
So-
really goofed off, I figured it was going to be Kansas City and Detroit in the Super Bowl.
Well, it was looking like that.
Until
Yeah, it
Until
was.
Detroit
took a
pissed it
shit.
down their leg.
I know it. But yeah, I mean, it was something else.
Yeah, I don't know. There's probably not anyone that follows hockey, NHL, but my gosh, there's nobody wants to step up.
Nobody wants to
It'll
win
be the
Stanley Cup.
dominant team. Yeah, I don't know. It's the playoffs are going to be. Yeah, they're going to be fun. I'll put it that way. There'll be upsets if you want to call it that, but it's gonna be weird.
Well, let's see. Isn't the soccer championship supposed to be in Kansas City this year, isn't it?
The MLS.
I have no clue.
Well, they built that
Yeah.
new stadium down there by the
Another
Missouri. Yeah, they built a new soccer stadium down there by the Missouri River Bridge. Down there in the bottom.
Oh, isn't that the one they built for the women's team? That's supposed to come in
I
or
don't
something?
think it
I
was
don't know.
for the women's team. I think it was
So-
just
It
for-
could have been for the World Cup thing. I think they're hosting some games for the World Cup. Is it this year?
I have no clue.
yeah,
Because the only thing
that's
I
what
knew
I'm
about
thinking.
was the Sporting KC stadium that was there at the Legends that was less than 10 years old.
Right.
I-
No, you go down there. If you're going south, as soon as you get in the middle of the bridge, you look off to the right,
Yeah,
to the west.
Yeah, they built
Right
it.
down
mean
there,
the
there's a brand new stadium.
Yeah, they're hosting some of the World Cup, the preliminary games or the
playoffs or whatever they're called.
the playoffs to get into the finals.
So you're saying that they built this in the floodplain?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nothing like knowing that it's going to be demolished pretty quick.
Yeah. If Missouri River gets
yeah, I
up,
knew they were.
I mean,
I knew they were building that because they said they're going to host some of the, I don't know what one of the brackets for the World Cup because they got it A through G or something.
right.
They're going to host one of the divisions where there's I don't know what 8 teams or something.
Something like
And
that.
they're gonna play each other, yeah. But yeah, they said after the World Cup's over, the women's soccer team is supposed to take it over.
Could be.
Because a
I
bunch
know
of people
those-
said we're building this for what? What are we gonna use it for after that? But no one's gonna watch the women's team anyway. So
No, they'll end up having a lot of things, entertainment things going on in that stadium. It's a smaller stadium than
Yeah.
Arrowhead and
Yeah.
everything. So, yeah, it will.
no, it's not a dome.
No.
No,
It's not.
Denise just asked if it was a dome. I was like, no, the soccer they'll play in the rain and some
Now, that's
crappy
one thing
weather.
I do give Las Vegas and the Raiders credit for is their stadium.
It's
That was
nice.
a beautiful stadium.
It is. It's really nice. Yeah, we watched it being built.
I'll bet you did.
Yeah,
And
we were out there
everything,
2 or 3 times when it was being built. So
And that spear
yeah,
that they
real
built
nice.
out there, they had all the light show going on in it with the helmets, the flag, everything going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really good. I mean, for a Super Bowl, it was pretty good. It was pricey though. I
Yeah.
mean, they showed the price of the 50-yard line there behind the Chiefs, $50,000 a ticket, a seat.
Woo. I heard about 12 grand for the cheap seats.
Yeah. And that little kid was there at the Super Bowl. The one that got all the media attention for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, that little kid. Oh,
yeah, he was in
joking.
full gear. He had 3 paints on his face this time.
What kid?
Oh, the one that interviewed them.
Oh, was that doing the interview?
Yeah, she did. He was there at media.
Yeah,
day
I saw.
He's a Kansas City fan and everything, and he went into a game and was painted up, and they called him racist and everything like that. Remember?
Oh, I don't remember that part.
Oh yeah, that's what made him real big was the story on it that he was racist.
Why would you do that to a kid? I don't get it. So, well, at least he was there. He got to have.
I saw some kid interviewing him. This little kid.
Looked like he was about
doing
9.
interviews. Yeah, I didn't know who he was.
Was that him?
Yeah, as long as he was in, he had his full headgear on, Chiefs jersey.
Oh, now he was interviewing. They like a little suit.
Yeah, the kid. I don't think we're talking about the same kid.
Yeah, I don't know.
There was one kid on media day that was asking the players questions, and he did a really good job.
Let me see if I
real serious.
Yeah, very serious.
Let me see if I can find it real quick and pull him up.
I think we're talking about 2 different kids. We don't know. We're down here in Florida, so we're not seeing the day-to-day stuff in Kansas City with the Chiefs. In fact, the only time that we saw the Chiefs play was if it's on a Sunday night or a Monday or a Thursday even.
Yeah, because our teams are the games
they show here are New Orleans first, Jacksonville, then Tampa, and then Atlanta.
I'm gonna bring a picture of him up on the screen, and he's 9 years old. This kid.
No, it wasn't that kid.
No, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, this kid that we saw was an African American child that was
smart. His family is African American and everything and stuff. But yeah, he block that. Bring that up.
I don't know. He could be the same. I don't know.
No,
I have no idea.
It's not the same kid.
No. But this was the picture when he was watching the Kansas City Chiefs game and everything.
Yeah, that's not racist.
But he got hammered for being racist, having one side painted red and one side painted black.
Oh, whatever.
No.
The people that do that are called idiots. So
they are.
That's all you can say.
So is that the same thing when people paint their face yellow and red for Dr. Pepper?
I guess.
Okay. So
they're racist against Pepsi and Coke.
Well, the red man and the yellow man, I guess, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know. I guess I have other things to worry about than a kid painting his face.
That's the way with me. You look at all these other guys that show up in their black and white, silver faces, the big one down at Kansas City, it shows up with his cheese head on and
Yeah,
all this stuff. What's the difference?
Yeah.
there is.
Well, what about the hogs? Back in I found that offensive. Them all dressed as fat women.
Yeah, I was dating a fat girl at the time. Fat hog.
So I mean, people
Independent.
are weird.
No,
So,
we got lots of other serious issues in this country to worry about.
That's right. We do. Then worrying
One's
about
a
a
brain dead
9-year-old
idiot for a
kid
president, and
wanting to boast his team that he loves.
the bigger idiot
Right.
is a vice president.
So he dresses up. Whoopie doo.
Yeah, that's not a big deal.
I've seen a lot of people dress up in the stadiums.
and yeah, how about the
All
one
the
guy
time.
that was a criminal that was dressing up as a Chiefs fan and going from game
He
to
still
game?
is.
Yeah, he's still dressing up. He's just
just
wearing
in
orange
jail.
now.
Yeah.
So, but people know that if they get well known, they get money for it eventually,
Yep. They do.
and they get
All
offers
he's
to
got
go
to
to
do is
games.
start doing a YouTube channel, Chiefs fan for little kids. He'll have 10 million followers.
And you know what? He probably doesn't even have to do that. Because a lot of the teams, they'll pay for their fans to go places with them, especially the ones that are dressed
They
up.
wanted to fly him and his parents and the rest of the family out to the Chiefs game this year before they went to the Super Bowl to pound the drum.
Oh yeah.
And I guess the father turned it down because he never
Huh.
showed up.
My dad, when I was a kid,
Where's the kid live?
Kansas City.
They live in Kansas City.
Mm-mm.
Now, where do they live?
Well, you said to fly him in, to pound the drum. That's why I assumed he didn't live there.
Where does he live?
It's either Las Vegas or Phoenix.
Oh, really?
That's an easy flight.
I
You
know.
can even get nonstop.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, when I was a kid, Macy's department store saw me, told my mom, said, "Hey, we'd like to make her a model," because I was perfect for the little kids' clothes, because I was
Right.
tall for my age. So I was tall and skinny. My dad said, "Hell no, no kid of mine's going to make more money than me."
Mm.
Because I was 5.
They do that to everybody.
They
Yeah.
did not do that to everybody. They did not do that.
It's
to
like the
everybody.
drawing contest thing. You send your drawing in to get approved to get into the drawing school.
No.
Yeah, they took anyone.
That wasn't it.
You weren't special.
We were at the Macy's department store, and the marketing woman came up to my mom. I remember it.
Somebody said they drew a big X and sent it in. They said, "Yeah, you see the talent already.
Draw the turtle.
$50,000.
Right.
50 grand. We'll turn you into something."
Yeah, they didn't want any money from my parents, but my mom and dad didn't want to be driving into New York City. That was basically the biggest thing.
Yeah, woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Right.
Oh, it pissed my mom off for years.
Did it?
Yeah, it did.
Never got over it.
She got over it. It just pissed her off for years. They had to work so damn hard when they didn't have to.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. You want to live off your kids.
Your 5-year-old.
There you go. Yeah.
But,
Like, I hope our kids make it so I don't have to do anything.
There's a lot of parents out there like that.
I know.
I know. Fox News had the child on national news.
Yeah,
That's
they did.
good.
They did. Right
That's
after the game where he showed up and everything and had on there to represent the Chiefs, they had him the next day on Fox News, Good Morning America, you name it, they had him everywhere.
Well, his dad allowed him to fly someplace.
Yeah. Dad was even there with him live on there and everything.
Well,
Because they are from an Indian tribe and everything, live off the reservation, but yeah.
You said he lives in Phoenix or Vegas or somewhere in that area?
Vegas or Phoenix, somewhere.
Probably
out there.
Arizona. somewhere.
Well,
Could be.
it would have to be Arizona or New Mexico. There's no reservations in Well, you can make reservations in Vegas,
Yeah,
but
that's
there
what
are
I'm
no
saying.
You can make all your
reservations.
reservations you want in Vegas.
Yeah, Arizona,
Yeah.
there are.
Yeah, there's a bunch of Navajo
Yeah,
and Pueblo.
yeah, Nevada. Well, I don't know why you want to live there anyway. It's desert.
Nothing grows here.
Nothing grows here. Move,
No.
Sam Kinison. I love it.
I miss Sam Kennison. So, so of all the people that are out there watching, do you have any questions for us? If not, we're all going to go
Yeah.
have dinner.
That's right.
You got a show tonight after?
Yeah, at 8 o'clock we got another show, so that gives me time to work on the internet
Yeah.
issue and see what we got going on here.
Well, so far it's been okay during the show.
Well, that's my hotspot on my phone.
They don't.
I
They
should
don't
have it
charge you
on the
data, do
T-Mobile.
they?
If my phone's picking up signal, then that in there should be picking up signal.
So you're not being charged data for that, are you?
No, we have unlimited.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much anyone does.
Most people do, but it
Anyone.
slows down after so much use. Even mine does. Slows down after, what is it? I think it's like, mine's 100 gigabytes. Once I get past 100 gigabytes, it slows down during
Ours
peak
showed
time.
up. Oh, wow. I've used 3.08 gigabyte today on it during this show.
That's a bit.
Yeah. But oh well.
So,
I have unlimited, so I ain't worried about it.
yeah, like I said, all it does is slow down after you get past 25 or 50, depending upon in a month. So
Right.
it used to be I would get charged if I went to 10. I used to get charged extra. That was a long time ago.
So you want to place any money if we make it to Ashmore or not? Remember, we haven't the last 2 or 3 we were supposed to go.
I know. The odds are I mean, we could
Weird
take
things
Vegas
happen.
odds and put it on and say, will
I know.
Denise and Ron actually make it to Ashmore?
Man.
Yeah, it has to be Denise and Ron because it's quite possible that one of us could make it and not the other.
Right.
Not
You-
that he'd go without me.
Yeah, well,
I
you
know.
seem to be the well, you were the reasons we didn't make it.
Well, yeah, one time I was in the hospital. I mean, it happens. But no, my goal is to get there. May not be able to do much once we get there, but my goal is to get there.
Right.
That Chinese restaurant there in Charleston was good that we ate at. I don't know, did you eat there?
Not at the Chinese, no.
Yeah, we ate there with Dara.
Yeah. What's that got to do with anything?
We can't get in till 11:30, so
Oh, I know
we got to
that.
do something.
Yeah,
until
we have to have
11:30.
some
That was
place
all you
for
can eat
everybody to meet up and to eat before we even go over there.
Yeah. I don't know if I want
So
to.
Gary's going?
We don't know
Huh?
yet.
Gary's
know
planning.
yet.
He's
He's
really
planning
Okay.
on it. It depends
8
on
months
his
away,
stroke
so-
surgery. I said we
Right.
got a ways out, so
Yeah, we got 8 months.
So, yep.
We're wanting to. I want to go hit this town over here. It's about 2 hours away, called Mariana, and Rob said it's loaded with paranormal stuff.
Heck, so did Kat.
Yeah, well, a lot of people. Yeah, there's a lot going on over there.
The whole town's on the historic register, pretty much.
oh really?
And they got hit with that tornado that hit down here
Yeah, I
in
want to
December.
go check it out. They said you can get in
Mhm.
a lot of the places. So
Well, that's good. Yeah,
Yep.
I'd go check it out.
I want to do some research and figure out which ones we want to try and get to.
And we did find the haunted beach. I just got to get out there to investigate. It's kind of hard to investigate with equipment when you want to be in the water.
Yeah.
Fort
Hell, it
Pickens
warms
is
up.
it.
It warms up a little bit. I may go up to the big White House up here where the girls used to live at, where they were seeing the spirits in there. Where you seen somebody seen the Civil War person or something out in the backyard.
Uh-huh.
Remember? That house
Yeah.
is still empty and everything.
Where is this?
So
Up there in Gallatin area.
Oh,
When
yeah.
my niece and her other half lived there, and was saying one pushed her down the stairs and everything, and I forgot who we had on the show that night, and we was talking about it.
Yeah, I don't
And
remember.
somebody seen out the window in the backyard a Civil War type soldier,
Yeah.
or even earlier than that. Hello, Tom.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, Tom,
Yeah.
how are you?
Yeah. Gary says he hopes he gets to go.
Oh, I hope so
Me
too.
too.
Oh, we all do.
Yeah, we all
Just pray for
want to
his
go.
health and everything going on.
We pray for you every night, Gary.
Is that this week you said?
When is surgery?
I think so. I think that's what he said.
I got to make it
It's
through
either
mine
this
too.
this
but-
next week or the first part of March, one of the two.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about mine yet. So what we know is what we know. So, but I'm ready to go do something different now. So
Yep.
I'm going to say goodbye for us. Join us next Monday night at 7 p.m. Central for the Paranormal Pride. I still don't have a guest yet, but I will. I have a week to figure that out. And join us also here. Let's see, what's next Tuesday night? Yeah, next Tuesday night, join us here as well. But Paranormal Pride, Mondays at 7 p.m. Central, right here on the Bill of Rights Network, and the Paranormal Pride pages on YouTube and Facebook. And check us out on Rumble when Carl puts us up there.
Right. Put us up there on Born TV on Rumble. Everybody go over and follow that page. We'll get more followers. Everything goes better. But we also want to thank Temple of Phoenix Rising Entertainment's Facebook page, Things Network Facebook page, and Japan Paranormal's Facebook page for allowing us to go live on all three of those pages also. So, everybody, you have a good evening. We thank everybody on Rumble, everybody in the chat room for joining us tonight, and we will see you next Tuesday night here on Paranormal Nation Radio. Everybody have a good evening.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Oh, hit the end button.